The stadium roars with applause as the crowd gathers for the Asian branch of the World Player Association's exhibition games. Excitement fills the air as players from across Asia assemble at the center stage. The charismatic host, Singapore's A-ranked player Alex Go, steps forward to declare, "And now, let the long-awaited Asian exhibition games begin." As the countdown commences, the crowd cheers wildly and we catch glimpses of various participants. The South Korean team, led by Park Sun-jin, is busy strategizing. "You all remember your roles, right?" he shouts. He assigns tasks to Kwak Sang-seo, An Hangul, and Jang Jinsu, but suddenly realizes someone is missing. "Kim Taehyun, where is he?" he demands, panic spreading among the team. Before anyone can answer, the countdown ends. As Alex Go raises his voice to officially kick off the games, a dagger flashes. In one swift motion, his head is severed. The stadium falls into stunned silence as Kim Taehyun stands on the platform, his dagger dripping with blood.
And this is turning into some wild beginning at the grand stage of the Asian exhibition games, where excitement has turned to utter chaos in a heartbeat. The crowd was just gearing up for an electrifying showdown, but what do we have here? Kim Taehyun, was that a decapitation?
Unbelievable. You could hear a pin drop in this stadium now. Kim Taehyun, who was supposed to be strategizing with his team, has gone rogue in the most dramatic way possible. That dagger strike, flawless execution, but my goodness, talk about a red card moment. Literally. This move is going to be talked about for ages. Was this an act of rebellion? Either way, the South Korean team now has a PR nightmare and a missing player to explain.
Not to mention the crowd. They went from roaring applause to sheer horror in seconds. The question now is, how does the World Player Association respond? Is this game even going to continue, or has Kim Taehyun just redefined the term game changer?
Taehyun. He smirks at the horrified audience as chaos erupts. Park Sun-jin is frozen in disbelief, but other participants leap into action, ready to attack Taehyun. The South Korean team springs to his defense, activating their powers to shield him. The stadium erupts into a fierce battle as blades clash and energy surges. An enormous explosion sends shockwaves across the venue, blanketing it in dust. When the dust settles, the South Korean team stands unharmed, with Taehyun calmly observing the scene, hands in his pockets. Kwak Sang, drenched in sweat, snaps, "Kim Taehyun, are you insane? What was that?" But her words are interrupted by sinister laughter. Shashin approaches, his eyes glowing red and his aura radiating malevolence. "You killed the host and protected him? No excuses. Extermination begins now." He powers up for another attack. Meanwhile, Park Sun-jin faces off against Nada Shinji and Yoshikawa Sara. Sarah smirks and declares, "Ghostblade, kill as many as you want, just keep my property alive." Her pink aura flares, signaling her readiness to fight. Before the battle can escalate, a sharp voice commands, "Everyone, stop!" A woman with glasses, flanked by bodyguards, strides onto the platform. She is Haley Tan of the Singapore Player Association. Furious, she demands, "Arrest that criminal immediately! The host was murdered in plain sight." Taehyun calmly responds, "The man you call Alex Go wasn't who you think he was." He reveals shocking information. Alex Go was, in fact, Wan Kai, an S-rank demonic human infamous for a massacre aboard a Pacific cruise. To prove his claim, Taehyun steps on Alex's severed head, exposing its altered appearance. The revelation sends shockwaves through the crowd. As murmurs ripple, China's national-level player, Liu Fun, radiates a menacing red aura and smirks. How interesting.
The dust clears, and what a scene we have, folks. The South Korean team emerges completely unscathed, and there's Taehyun, standing there like he's posing for a magazine cover, hands in his pockets, calm as ever. You'd think he was on a casual stroll, not a battlefield.
And here comes the mic drop moment. Taehyun calmly reveals that Alex Go was Wan Kai, the infamous S-rank demonic human behind the Pacific Cruise massacre. And to drive it home, Taehyun steps on Alex's severed head, exposing the truth for all to see. This revelation shakes the entire arena. It's all unraveling here in real time. The question now is, how does everyone move forward from this chaos? At the Nightwalker Guild headquarters, buzzing with calls after Kim credits them for the information, Vice Guild Master Jung Hansu confronts Yu Ayung, skeptical about Taehyun's claim. "Did you really know about Wan Kai's whereabouts?" Yu scoffs, frustrated. "Of course not. This is Taehyun acting on his own." Elsewhere, Taehyun tracks down another demonic human, Gak Doi, and defeats him. During a phone call with Yu Ayung, Taehyun requests further intelligence on demonic humans. Yu Ayung hesitates, but realizes Taehyun's true objective: bigger prey like the malignant guild. As Taehyun surveys his defeated foes, a new adversary arrives. Kamimura Ren, Japan's S-rank player, steps forward, accusing Taehyun of tarnishing the Holy Maiden's name. His eyes burn with fury as he draws his blade, setting the stage for another intense clash. Kimura Ren draws his sword, the blade gleaming as he takes his fighting stance. His body becomes enveloped in a purple, glowing aura, signifying the activation of his wolf warrior spirit. As Japan's representative in the Asian Exhibition Games and an S-rank player, Ren is renowned for his raw, destructive swordsmanship. Unlike the graceful precision of national-level players like Nikat Shinji, Ren's attacks are relentless and devastating, but all that power is useless if they fail to connect. Fueled by rage, Ren charges at Taehyun, unleashing a flurry of strikes. Yet, Taehyun, seemingly unfazed, dodges every attack while calmly talking on his phone. Ren's frustration boils over as he wonders, why? Why can't I land a single blow? How is this man dodging everything? On the other end of the phone, Yua Young is speaking with the Nightwalker's Vice Guildmaster, advising Taehyun. We can't target the malignant guild. The moment they sense danger, they'll vanish without a trace. The association won't act until we're certain we can eliminate them. Don't poke the beehive. Taehyun, dodging Ren's slashes effortlessly, replies, I've got a surefire way to handle it. Trust me. His voice remains calm as he avoids Ren's blade, finally bending backward to dodge a strike and countering with a powerful palm strike. The blow connects with Ren's chin, launching him into the air. Ren collapses, bloodied and unconscious. Taehyun resumes his phone conversation. Trust me, Yua. I've proven myself before, haven't I? Yua reluctantly agrees, but warns him about the limited intelligence on the malignant guild. Instead, she offers details about the three warlords, leaders of the demonic human cartel with influence across Asia. She mentions Miyazaki Kenji, a contact tied to one of the warlords, but cautions that targeting him could spark greater conflict. Kimura Ren, struggling to recover from Kim's powerful blow, shakily stands on his feet. Still holding his sword, his body trembles as he shouts, Bastard! Kim, seeing this, looks confused and wonders what Kimura Ren wants from him. Kimura Ren, activating his power to its maximum, becomes enveloped in a purple aura. He yells at Kim, You intend to keep looking down on me? Kim calmly responds, I never did that. Hearing Kim's words only angers Kimura Ren further. If you don't fight me properly, I'll destroy this entire area along with you. Kim sighs and reiterates, I already said I wasn't looking down on you. Kimura Ren then activates a skill, declaring, I'll disrupt your senses, sight, touch, hearing, taste, smell, the domination of all five senses. Realizing that Kimura Ren is serious about fighting to the death, Kim says, I was trying to do you a favor by not fighting. Don't you know that fighting between participants is forbidden? It can't be helped then. At that moment, Kimura Ren widens his eyes in shock as Kim activates his King Knight Spirit skill, fusing it with Predation. Fine, Kim says. I'll get a little serious and play with you. Kim launches a powerful attack, and Kimura Ren, unable to defend himself, is struck hard. Meanwhile, in the abyss, chaos unfolds. The ground is shattered, and Raya, the Philippines S-rank player, struggles to breathe after taking a devastating blow. Her blonde hair is disheveled, and her pink glasses are askew. Holding her tonfas tightly, she demands, Why are you doing this? Emerging from the dust, Shen, China's national-level player and mystic deity. Grinning, he approaches Raya and mocks, Cool! I'm not doing this because I like it. I'm here on orders from the Skyle Association chairman. Horrified, Raya realizes the implications. The China Player Association chairman ordered assassinations? Are they trying to start a war? Desperate, she orders her comrade to flee and warn the others. Run! I'll try to hold him off. As her comrade hesitates, SGH Shen activates his skill and lunges toward them, obliterating everything in his path. Both Raya and her comrade fall to his overwhelming power. Dusting himself off, Shen mutters, Curses. The Singapore group was more interesting than this. Next up, New South Korea's Kim. At a fast food shop called McDoor, inside, Taehyun, disguised in a hoodie and cap, collects his order, a double cheeseburger and drink. Scanning the room, he looks for a seat, his eyes tracking two suspicious individuals nearby. Are they Miyazaki Kenji's underlings? That bag probably has illegal items. I'll tail them to Miyazaki, he thinks, sitting down nearby. Suddenly, the man next to him, dressed in a green hoodie, chuckles. Cautious as always, huh? Long time no see, Taehyun. Taehyun freezes, stunned. He looks at the man, disbelief washing over him. Isaka Rohi? Memories of the East Point incident flood back. He's supposed to be serving a life sentence? Isaka smirks. Relax. I'm not here to fight. Taehyun's anger flares. Cut the crap and get lost. Isaka grins wider. Get lost? Are you in any position to be giving orders while trying to stay under the radar? Before Taehyun can respond, Isaka punches a glass pane, shattering it. The noise startles everyone in the restaurant, drawing attention. What the hell are you doing? Taehyun snaps. The commotion causes the people Taehyun was observing to notice him. Isn't that Kim Taehyun from New Korea? Is he after us? They mutter, before fleeing the scene with their bags. Taehyun curses internally. Crap, my plan's ruined. As Taehyun prepares to pursue, Isaka activates a skill. Yellow aura engulfs him as he pins the fleeing suspects to the ground with sheer force. Taehyun stares, shocked. He's stronger than before. Isaka grins. You're after Miyazaki Kenji and the three warlords, right? Let me help. I have connection. Taehyun activates his golden chain skill, binding Isaka in an instant. 1 minute. Talk, or you'll pay for ruining my plan. Isaka, confident at first, tries to break free with his golden aura. But Taehyun fuses his chain skill with predation, overwhelming Isaka with pain. 50 seconds, Taehyun says coldly, lowering his hand to count down. Panicked, Isaka blurts out, "You can't take them alone, but I can get you to Kenji and the warlords. Just give me a chance." Taehyun lowers his fingers. 10 seconds. Desperate and sweating, Isaka screams, "Fine, spare me." Taehyun releases him but remains skeptical. "Your offer's tempting, but it's suspicious. Why would someone who should be after my neck want to help?" To uncover the truth, Taehyun activates complete hypnosis. His voice cuts through the tension. "Speak. What's your real plan and who's behind you?" In a hidden area, Yoshikawa Sara and Nikata Shinji are walking. As they move through the hallway, Nikata remarks, "Kimura Ren was defeated. I've already told the media that a demonic human took him out to avoid any complications. But after losing to Kim, all he keeps muttering is, 'I'll get serious and play with you.' He's clearly under some kind of mind-related skill. He'll need at least a month to recover, so he's out of the exhibition matches." Yoshikawa Sara smirks and replies, I guess Taehyun has a skill the media doesn't know about." Nikata, curious, suggests, "Maybe I should fight Taehyun next?" Yoshikawa laughs dismissively. "Ha ha, you and your jokes. If even the Phantom Swordsman is absent, we won't be able to get points at the exhibition matches." Blushing at her command, Nikata points to a door. Yoshikawa confidently states, "Don't worry. I foresaw Kimura Ren's loss and already prepared a new bait." They enter a dimly lit cell. Inside, a man is chained to the wall by his wrists, battered and bruised. He is none other than Isaki Ro, Japan's S-rank player and East Point chief security officer. Despite his dire condition, he recognizes Yoshikawa and Nikata. Yoshikawa smiles wickedly and says, "Isaki Ro, it's time for you to do some work for me." In a random warehouse during the daytime, something strange is unfolding. 4 men are seen running in panic, as though something or someone is chasing them. They scream for help, desperately fleeing for their lives. Suddenly, an invisible force seems to move through the air, almost like a ghost or the wind itself. Then, a figure with a sword appears, slicing through the men with ghostly speed, killing them in a single strike. The mysterious figure is revealed to be Nakata Shinji. After sheathing his sword, he hears a clap. Yoshikawa stands nearby, clapping and cheering, pleased with Shinji's swift victory. Shinji is confused by her reaction, and Yoshikawa smiles, saying, "These demonic humans didn't stand a chance." As expected from the man called Ghostblade, Shinji, still puzzled, asks, "Are you really fine with this?" His question catches Yoshikawa off guard, and he explains that he's referring to Isaka Ro. Shinji mentions that Ro has already lost to Taehyun once, and even with his new strength thanks to Yoshikawa's holy orders, he still wouldn't be able to defeat Taehyun. In fact, Shinji believes Ro will be restricted by the awakened oath, which requires him to bring Taehyun to Yoshikawa. "I should handle this on my own," he says. Yoshikawa disagrees, smiling as she reassures him. "Don't worry about that. It doesn't matter whether Ro wins or loses. According to my network, Taehyun is targeting the 3 warlords. I've already leaked this information to them." Ro, having made contracts with demonic humans, is tied to Miyazaki Kenji, a key figure among the warlords. Since Ro can't defeat Taehyun alone, he'll try to lead him into a trap with Miyazaki's help. But it won't be easy. There's a lot of mystery surrounding that boy. Shinji wonders why they need Ro's involvement in this plan, and before he can ask further, Yoshikawa interrupts. "That's exactly why we need information on how he fights. His values, capabilities, personality, and hidden power. Whatever happens to Ro, we'll extract everything we need from his corpse. He has no other option." In a half-finished building in the middle of nowhere at night, the only lit floor is the one above. On that floor, a man stands on a chair facing a group of gang members. This man, Miyazaki Kenji, is missing his right eye, a result of past battle. He addresses Isaka Ro, who is standing before him, saying, "Where is that brat from New South Korea? Didn't you say you'd lead Taehyun here?" Isaka responds cryptically, "The strong prey on the weak." Miyazaki and his men are confused by the statement. Isaka continues, "The strong trample, the weak are trampled. It's an unfair world, Miyazaki. I have a suggestion. If you want to survive, do as I say." Isaka's words unsettle Miyazaki, who begins to sweat in fear. Suddenly, the roof of the building crashes in as Taehyun descends from above, shocking everyone. He activates his King Knight spirit skill, sending Miyazaki and his men crashing to the ground and breaking the floor beneath them, rendering them immobile. As Taehyun lands, he says, "If you want to live, you need to listen to the strongest creature." Now, who here is Miyazaki Kenji? Miyazaki struggling to rise, draws his sword and challenges Taehyun. "Damn, brat, think you can sneak up on us and live? I'll kill you." Miyazaki activates his skill, surrounding himself with a red aura as he prepares to fight. An explosion rocks the building, leaving Isaka shocked by the overwhelming power Taehyun exudes. He thinks back to when Taehyun captured him with his golden chain skill. In that moment, Taehyun revealed he knew about Isaka's oath with the Saintess. Isaka had wondered if Taehyun had used a mind control skill on him, but Taehyun merely agreed to play along with Isaka's plan, claiming that Isaka would help him defeat Miyazaki. Taehyun then asked, "So, you're leading me to Miyazaki, right? You'll be on my side, not theirs." But Isaka, defiant, refused to help. "Even if you captured me, I won't assist you. The Saintess, Ghostblade, and the Warlords would all eliminate me." Taehyun smirked. "Right, and if you don't help me, I'll eliminate you myself. But I'll give you a chance. Help me during the exhibition game. Repent for your victims afterward, and I'll protect you from the Saintess and the Warlords." Isaka, skeptical, responded, "Do you know what you're talking about? The Warlords, the demonic human cartel, they're too powerful for you to defeat." Back in the present, Isaka is horrified as he watches Taehyun overpower Miyazaki and his entire gang. Taehyun, his body covered in a red aura, grabs Miyazaki by the face and lifts him effortlessly. Isaka, terrified, calls Taehyun a monster, unable to fathom how anyone could possess such power. Taehyun, now activating his stone skin skill and combining it with his predation ability, lifts Miyazaki with ease. "Now, open the gate to the three warlords," Taehyun commands. The scene shifts again, this time to the abyss hideout of Tetsu, one of the three warlords. The building resembles an ancient palace with East Asian architecture. Inside, chaos unfolds as men die in battle. At the center, China's national-level player, mystic deity SCH Shen, sits on throne, watching the scene unfold. Tetsu, standing before Shen, explains that they have obtained a legendary ranked item and wish to present it to him. But before that, he asks for Shen's help in eliminating a fly, someone who's after his life. "There's a man even the three warlords fear," Tetsu says. "Who is it?" Before Tetsu can answer, a commotion outside the door catches their attention. The sounds of conflict grow louder. Suddenly, the door crashes open, and Taehyun and Isaka appear. Isaka attacks Tetsu with a sword, while Taehyun flies in, aiming a kick at Shen. Tetsu and Shen manage to defend themselves just in time, activating their powers to protect themselves. Tetsu is surprised to see Isaka fighting alongside Taehyun. "Crap," Isaka mutters to Taehyun. "Now that it's come to this, you have to win." Shen, his body enveloped in a purple aura, smiles. He's excited by the challenge Taehyun presents. Taehyun, grinning, tells Isaka, "Just do what I told you, partner." And with that, the battle begins. The ongoing battle between Taehyun and the forces of Isaka, Tetsu, and Shun intensifies as a massive energy sphere forms upon their clash, sending everyone reeling. Taehyun and Isaka are momentarily knocked back by the shockwave, but they remain poised for battle. Taehyun with his Osen dagger, and Isaka with his sword. As Taehyun assesses the situation, he reflects, "I didn't expect a national-level hunter from China to be here." Amidst the chaos, Shun laughs menacingly, enveloped in a purple aura. As Taehyun faces off with Shun, he realizes that the latter is collaborating with the three warlords. Taehyun's suspicions are confirmed when he questions Shun about the assassination of the other participants. Shun is initially confused, but then admits, acknowledging Taehyun's quick wits, remarking, "Now it's South Korea's turn. I guess I'm the lucky one. You'll die here, and we won't have to deal with you ever again." Taehyun activates his stone skin and fuses his two daggers with Predation, launching into battle. Taehyun, distracted by Isaka's presence, prevents Tetsu's escape with his King Knight Spirit skill. In that moment, Shun uses Taehyun's distraction to attack him, landing a destructive punch that nearly shatters the ground beneath them. Taehyun narrowly dodges, thinking to himself, "Shen is the strongest among the national-level hunters, a monster who has defeated hundreds with his bare hands. But his true strength lies in his skill, Death Scythe." Shun then activates Death Scythe, a skill that manifests a terrifying weapon and amplifies his already immense power. Taehyun, realizing the danger, attempts to avoid it, but the roof of the palace collapses under Shun's attack, sending Taehyun flying. Shun hovers above, ready to strike with his scythe. As Taehyun gathers himself, he braces for an epic mid-air clash, both combatants fully charged with their respective powers. Taehyun attacks with his Osen dagger, but Shun deflects the blow with his Death Scythe, and Taehyun's blade cracks. Realizing that he can no longer rely on his daggers, Taehyun switches tactics. He activates his golden chain skill, fusing it with Predation, and ensnares Shun. With a powerful strike, he slams Shun into a palace wall, but Shun breaks free, taunting Taehyun. Taehyun readies himself, expecting a counterattack, but Shun's next move is even faster than before. As the battle rages on, Taehyun is nearly overwhelmed by Shun's death sight, but he defends with his King Knight Spirit skill. In a desperate gambit, Taehyun uses the last of his strength, fusing his weapons and skills to deliver a final, devastating blow. His Osen dagger shatters, but the Predation energy channels through the strike, cutting through Shun's defenses and ending the battle. Shocked by Shun's defeat, Tetsu is unable to comprehend how Taehyun managed to overpower him. Meanwhile, Isaka, unconscious and bound, is left as a prisoner. Taehyun, victorious but battered, stands amidst the wreckage with his stone skin activated. With Shun's defeat, Taehyun rises to national force level, solidifying his place among the elite. As the scene shifts, we see the aftermath in an undisclosed location, a tall building shrouded in rain. Chai Ming-min, China's national level hunter, is informed by Jang El, the head of the Chinese Player Association, that Shun has been defeated. Chai Ming-min is shocked, unable to fathom how this happened. Jang El gives him an order. You need to bring me Taehyun Yun's head. What an unbelievable first round, folks. From jaw-dropping revelations to high-stakes battles, this has been non-stop action from start to finish. The arena hasn't had a second to breathe, and honestly, neither have we.
You're absolutely right. And let's talk about the man of the hour, Taehyun. Cool under pressure, sharp as a blade, and delivering in ways no one could have expected. It's no stretch to say Taehyun is shaping up to be the MVP of this round. His performance has put the new South Korea team in a commanding lead, setting the tone for what could be a massive tournament run. The entire team looks unstoppable right now.
And this is just round one, folks. If this level of intensity is any indication, round two is going to be absolutely electric. The stakes are higher, the rivalry's hotter, and the surprises? Oh, you know they're coming. We're only getting started, and I don't think anyone's ready for what's next. Stay tuned, because round two is going to take this to a whole new level.
If you're finding this story engaging, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to discuss the unfolding narrative and hear your thoughts. And if you're enjoying the tales shared, don't forget to hit that like button. For more captivating stories like this, simply click on any of the links by my side, and together, let's dive into more immersive worlds. Your feedback and interaction make this journey all the more exciting.